All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to discuss similarities between languages of the Phoenician Canaanite people, the Greek people, and the Norse people. Okay, so a lot of people try and say that we're all different, that whole divide and conquer mindset of everybody's different, um, when there's really evidence in just the formulation of the alphabet, let alone words. There's too many correlations and correspondences between these languages and alphabets to just ignore. So I'd like to get started. I just kind of wrote a few things out. It's going to be a pretty short video, but let's get started. Okay, so I want to tie all this into the symbolism of Christianity here in a moment, but I want to start with the letter delta. Okay, so that is the Greek letter for D, which if you turn it on its side, it's pretty much a D right there. Well, the Phoenician alphabet has two variations that I found. A triangle and then a triangle with a little tail on it, and it's called Daleth, which means door. For those who've done research on Pythagoras and any kind of school of thought and programming like that, you'll see a lot of symbolism just in that. But for quick little breakdown here, you've got your Trinity and your pyramid, at the top, whatever you want to put up there, really. But that's not what we're here to discuss. So this is the Phoenician Canaanites Daleth, or I've even seen Dalet, which is just a rearranging of delta. You just rearrange those letters right there and you've got delta. So next we got the letter K. We have the letter K, the Latin side of the letter K. And for the Phoenicians we have Kaf, which means palm of the hand. I haven't done research into the Greek counterpart, but the Greek counterpart, as far as the letter goes, is just flipped around. Or really, rotated. And its name is Kappa. Great. Even in the letter B, so you've got beta. Well, the Phoenician letter for beta or B is Beth, which doesn't look all that similar until once again you rotate it. There you go. You got a B, which corresponds to Berkenon, the Norse rune Berkenon, which if most people didn't know, here is your symbol for Bluetooth. And there was a Viking who was called Bluetooth as well. I've done a little bit of research on that, but I'm not going to lie and say that I've done a whole bunch of research. Okay, so this one's really interesting, and I want to share it with people because it's very profound. So Jesus says that he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Okay, well, the end of the runic alphabet in most interpretations that I've seen is Othala. Okay, there are other variations and interpretations, but most of the ones that I have seen end in Othala, which is in reference to the eye. Okay, which is oddly similar to the Greek root ophthalmo, which is also referring to the eye. Now, you have the Phoenician letter ayin, which also means eye. Now, that kind of corresponds into omega, which if you break down omega, O, so the letter O, and then mega, large O, and then there's also omicron, which is O, micron, or micro, small o. just to give people a little breakdown of letters here. But here's where it gets interesting. You see the symbolism up here. Okay, so you've got the fish of Christianity. Then you've got Othala. Turn it sideways, you got a fish. You got Omega. If you were to connect these two, just bring it in a little bit more. There you go. It's a very weird looking fish, but it's a fish nonetheless. If you have an active imagination, if you try and just look at it and say that it's not similar or not the same just based on the general design and my poor craftsmanship when it comes to drawing, then, enjoy your ignorance. That's fine. But it also looks just like that. So my whole point in this video is to just show people that we're a lot more alike than people think, and we have a lot more in common than people think. I've seen a lot of people, even people that I have advocated for and spoken highly about in the past, try and spit the same message of we're all different and we should just separate and segregate, and it's a bunch of nonsense. So just use your head and start peeking into other languages and see what kind of similarities that you can find. Look into the languages, look into the histories. I'll be posting a video probably later this weekend, maybe even later today, about similarities in the stories of Greek mythology / Roman mythology, because they're the same thing, but also how it correlates with Norse mythology in ways that it correlates with the Judeo-Christian Abrahamic teachings, including some into Islam. I haven't done too much research into the similarities between the names in the Hindu texts, but I'll be getting on that. I've been a little busy, but this is just to give you guys an idea of the similarities that you can start looking at and hopefully unravel more threads than I can right now. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you like this, share it with people. And if not, just move along. Simple as that. Anyways, have a good day.